Daf Yomi Tractate Bava Batra, page 56b, part 2, with the words Ela Lema'ute Shnayim. It's the last few lines of the page. Ela Lema'ute Shnayim. Omrim Achas Begaba. Omrim Achas Bekaresa. Rather, in the opinion of the rabbis, the derivation serves to exclude a case where two witnesses say she has one hair on her back, and two witnesses say she has one hair on her lower abdomen. In this case, each group of witnesses gives full testimony with regard to half of a matter. In other words, one pubic hair, as both hairs must be present concurrently in order for her to assume that the status of an adult. By contrast, in the case of the Mishnah, the years are by definition not concurrent. Therefore, the rabbis rule that testimony with regard to 1 year is accepted. Amar Rav Yehuda said, in a related matter, Rav Yehuda says, Echad omer achla chitim, ve'echad omer achla seorim, harezu chazaka. Rav Yehuda says that two witnesses testify that one had worked and profited from a field for 3 years. Where one witness says he consumed wheat from the field, and one says he consumed barley from it. This is sufficient for establishing the presumption of ownership. Maskiv Rav Nachman objects to this ruling. If that is so, Ela me'ata echad omer achla rishona, shlishis echamishis, echad omer achla shniya, revius v'shishis, achanami dahavi chazaka. Rav Nachman objects to ruling. If that is so, then if one witness says he worked and profited from the field during the first, third, and fifth years, and one witness says he worked and profited from it during the second, fourth, and sixth years, would you also say that this is sufficient for establishing the presumption of ownership? What is the difference between testifying about different crops and testifying about different years? Amar le Rav Yehuda, Achi Hashta. Rav Yehuda said to him, how can these cases be compared? Ha-sam b'shata deka ma-sa'id mar, lo ka-sa'id mar, ha-cha trevai b'chadashata ka-mesadi. Ma-ik l'meimar ben chiti l'sarei, la v'daitiyu dinashi. Yehuda said to him, how can these cases be compared? There, in your example, with regard to the year about which one master, in other words, one witness is testifying, they call it witness and master, I don't know, Sahid Mar. Anyway, is testifying, the other witness is not testifying about it. While here, they're both testifying with regard to 1 year. What is there to say? That there's a contradiction in their testimonies between wheat and barley. It does not enter people's minds to note this distinction. Two witnesses did, however, testify that he worked and profited from the field and for 3 years. And it could even be, you see someone working in the field and you don't pay attention to what the grain is. It's grain, it's grain. You can't look so closely. If you look closely, you'll see what the difference is. But you just look at him working in the field. That's the main point, according to Rav Yehuda. Shlosha achin v'acham mitzar v'mahen harei elu shlosh eduyos v'hein edus acham slozama. The Mishnah teaches that if the testimony was given by 3 brothers, each of whom testified about 1 year, and another unrelated individual join with each of the brothers as the second witness. These are three distinct testimonies, and they are accepted by the court. But they are one testimony for the purpose of rendering them as conspiring witnesses.